Hey everybody, welcome back to Champ & Sons and our Madden 21 franchise series where we are the head coach of the Denver Broncos and the playoffs are underway. We have made it to the championship round facing off against the Indianapolis Colts. And they've had quite the journey here, dominating both the Chiefs and the Ravens. And so this one should be a close game. Now, on the NFC side, we got the Panthers and the Saints facing off against each other. Both teams coming in a little bit, basically a 3 or a 4 and a 6 seed. So not the best the NFC truly has to offer, but they obviously played the best during their game, so you got to give them that much credit. And so has the makings of a pretty big matchup for us. The Colts are a tough team defensively, so to try to navigate around their weapon, probably I don't think it'd be harder. Um, probably I don't think it'd be harder than the Steelers, but at least just as difficult. And they gave us some pretty decent fits, but our offense was very efficient in that game, and I'm not so sure that's going to totally happen in this game either. We may see some struggles, but the one thing we have done all season is we've always fought back. Somehow, someway, Drew Lock has managed to get us to a 14-2 record, past the divisional round, and into the AFC title game. And thankfully, look at that. We got Cortland Sutton coming back and our tight end. Those should be big keys to us in this game, as we will get this underway starting out at home in Denver. We have possession first, and our first pass is going to be dropped. That is not a good sign for the remainder of this game. Granted, it was the first play of the game outside of the kickoff, but still, we need to make sure to start following through on those types of plays. Second one, get it off to Melvin Gordon, who finds some space on the left side and picks up a gain of about 11 yards, as that one will bring us to a brand new set of downs at the 42-yard line, still on our side of the field. And he squirmed through a little hole. That is something that he tends to do. He's not our quickest back. He's not, my most experienced. And honestly, I'm still up in the air as far as moving forward with someone like Melvin Gordon. And so, on that note, though, he does get us a 1st and 10, so we will take possession again or keep it at the 42-yard line. Drew Lock is going to be in the shotgun, 3 wide receiver set. He's got the snap, scans over the field, fires it off to the right hash mark. Once again, looking for our man, just unable to come down with it. It looks like they kind of collided over there in the middle, and that's something I think that is kind of more of a Madden-type feature. If you are on offense, rest assured your guys are probably going to collide into each other at some point on almost any play where they cross each other's path. So now after that incompletion, 2nd and 10, Lock with the snap. Gets it. He fires it over to KJ Hamler. Because you got to remember, Jerry Jeudy went down in our game last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So thankfully we do have Cortland Sutton back, one of our primetime receivers. And so we are definitely going to need him. And KJ Hamler is a good enough guy that I think, we've been able to kind of make do with him as much. We just know he's obviously not to that skill level. And on 3rd and 2, the Colts just stiffen up and hold us to no gain, so we do have to punt the ball away to them. Now, if you look, they do have Jameis Winston at quarterback, and he's going to toss it off to the left side, but we're able to get right in front of it. Read that play beautifully. Aaron Jones had nowhere to go as Fenton gets in the backfield and makes a stop for a 2-yard loss. And we're going to need defensive plays like that. The Colts were the number 3 seed in the AFC. They had a good season. They got powerful defense, and they got a pretty effective offense, even though Winston is their quarterback. So on 2nd and 12, they're going to hand it back off to the right side to Aaron Jones, who's going to get just gang tackled, just piled up on by A.J. Bouye, Taki, Johnson. Everybody was getting in on that one, as they will bring him to the ground after a 3-yard gain and bring up a 3rd and 9. These are the big type of plays. We need to make sure that we do something and stop them from getting easy first downs on these 3rd and long situations. So we get some pressure with our line, but not too much, as he fires it to the left side, and their man's going to go down. Winston does complete it, but it amounts to absolutely nothing, and they do punt the ball away to us. Now in our ensuing drive, we're going to be at the Colt 44-yard line as we hand it off to Cohen up the middle, who gets pushed forward by the lineman. He was stood up by 2 linebackers, But their defensive tackle just came in and kind of gave us a little extra nudge to get us a gain of 7 on that 1st and 10 run play, as we now have the ball at the 37-yard line. And so taking a look, as far as our offense goes, I know, man, Drew Lock is just not accurate enough to where I want to keep it in his hands. We need to make sure we keep a good, effective running game. And really just the passes, get it to our quick guys a little bit short. As we fire that one to the left side, we're going to find our tight end, Chaney, as he got open, got that little wiggle room we needed. And he picks up a good 12-yard gain and gets us all the way down to the 25-yard line. As we've got a little something working now. We're moving the ball on this defense, and they're not getting a whole lot of pressure on Locke, which is excellent to see. But we need to make sure to maintain our forward momentum. Now Cone with the handoff right up the middle, he'll get stopped. Only for a gain about 4 yards. That was kind of pure effort on his part, just pushing forward with the feet. As that gives us to a 2nd and 6 now at the 21-yard line, as we are almost in the red zone. Locke is going to be in the shotgun this time, hands it off to Melvin Gordon up the middle, who's going to be hit pretty early on and only pick up a gain of about 3 yards, as he does have 17 yards so far in this first quarter rushing. So we are at the 19-yard line. We are now inside the red zone. Drew Lock with a 3rd and 3 from the 19 gets the snap. Going to scan over the field, fires it back to the left, and just completely misses our man. Had him pretty well open. And if he had caught that, probably would have gotten at least a good 5 extra yards. But instead, we're going to be left trying to attempt this field goal from the 19, so it'll be about a 36-yarder. And Kaimi just drills it right down the middle, and we will take the first lead of this AFC Championship game, 3-0 now in this one. So we're going to advance a little bit ahead to near the end of the first quarter. After holding the Colts to nothing, they did punt it back to us, and we will have possession at the ball at about our 48-yard line. And our first rush goes absolutely nowhere, but remember, I'm really kind of doing that just to try to keep this defense honest, just to make sure that maybe some of the passing lanes hopefully will be open when the time comes. Now on a 2nd and 10, we're going to do a little bit of play action. Drew Lock. He's going to fire it to the left side. He has Cortland Sutton down the left sideline. Big time play as Sutton gets all the way down to the 27. That was a bit perfect pass on that one, and a great route run by Sutton to get open and find that space. So now at the 1st and 10 from the 27-yard line, Locke hands it off to Cone, who cuts it back to the right and is going to be swallowed up. But now Whitaker's down. For about the 12th time this season, Whitaker drops to a knee. You've got to be kidding me. So 2nd and 10, it looked like that play was going to take us to the end of the quarter, but apparently we got one more because Whitaker just likes to get hurt. And so 2nd and 10, Locke is going to be in the shotgun, 3 wide receiver set as he sends one man in motion. And Locke with the snap. He starts scanning the field. He fires it over the middle. He's got Arcega-Whiteside. He's open. He's down the right sideline and gets a first down all the way to the 12-yard line before they knock him out. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside has been a good filler for us. Since Jerry Jeudy went down last week, and we actually had Sutton and Jeudy out last week, he was a big-time player for us. He made a lot of big things happen, and he's doing that again this week. But look at that, getting into the open space, just pure speed, up to 20 miles an hour on that one. And that's what we need. If we can get some guys in open space, we can definitely make some things happen. Whitaker, muscle cramps. I like to keep Whitaker out for now just because the re-injury risk was medium, and I did not want to run the risk of something worse happening, especially with the lead. If we can hold on and win this game, we're going to need him in the Super Bowl. Okay, so let's just take care of him. And we're going to let this one actually go to the end of the first quarter at this point. It is only 3-0, but we are in a prime position to take the lead in this game, or to extend the lead in this game. Try to make it a 2-score game if we can get into the end zone. Now, it is 1st and 10 from the 12, so we can still get a first down and have a whole nother set to play with as we get right to the goal line. So on that first rush, we're going to hand it to Melvin Gordon, who's going to get blasted on the left side. Who's actually having a pretty decent day. He's 6 rushes for 31 yards, but could only squeeze out 1 yard on that play. So 2nd and 9, Locke in the shotgun once again. 3 wide receivers. Sutton is in the slot. Locke stands over the middle, fires it to Sutton. He goes up and gets it. Oh, wow. What a gutsy move that was. He jumped into 4 Colts players and is able to come down with it. His 3rd reception of the day. as that one gets us to a 3rd and 3. A good position where you want to be in this type of thing. So now 3rd and 3, lock in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers. He's going to scan over the field, fires it to the right side, gets it to our tight end, who pushes forward, but he's stopped at the 1-yard line. We just could not battle it through and push it that final 3 feet into the end zone. But, hey, I'll take that. This is a 1st and goal. We got 3, hey, let's face it, we got 4 chances to get in the end zone because ain't no way we're kicking a field goal from the 1. Not in the AFC Championship game. All right, we ain't going to be hurting for points that much, I don't think. So 1st and goal, we're going to go goal line formation, big-time power set. We change up the blocking scheme a little bit, and we hand it off to Melvin Gordon. He's going to push it. Touchdown, Denver. We've extended this lead. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Melvin Gordon ran right through a wide-open hole. Did not expect it to be that open for us. Figured it'd be a little bit more contesting. But our offensive line on that right side did a great job sealing off their blocks, and then Gillespie coming through, basically clearing out any extra trash left in the middle there. And so we will lead 10-0 now as we have the Colts on their ensuing possession at their 40-yard line. Ooh, Aaron Jones off to the left side gets a good rush there, picks up 8 yards on that one. So he's having a pretty rough day for him. They normally have a pretty powerful rushing offense, but we've been able to keep him contained fairly well. Now 2nd and 1. They're going to be under the center. Winston gets it, drops back, hits his tight end for a quick pass, and that's going to be an easy 1st down for them. They are now on our side of the field at the Bronco 45-yard line as we do continue to lead this game 10-0 here. AFC title game. This win can get us to the Super Bowl. And, who knows what we can set the kind of path we can set this Broncos team on. So 1st and 10, Winston gets a snap and drops back. Has all day, but no one open. And Bradley Chubb comes in and brings them down for the sack. Chubb getting back into the backfield for the first time in a pretty good while. And that one was a big hit. Just got around his man. And I got to give that sack to the coverage team on there. He did have all day in that pocket, but the team, our defensive backs, did not let anybody get open, which is a rare thing for us to say with the defensive backs that we have. So now 2nd and 17, Winston in the shotgun still. Gets the snap, and he's scanning over once again all day, but under pressure. Finally, as he finds a man on the left side, and Fenton brings him down. As it looks like they're just kind of running a little bit of a wild route over there. Not sure what to do too much. But we do get him after a good 8-yard gains, but it is still 3rd and long. So now 3rd and 9, Winston gets the snap. And we get right around our man. Austin Rose comes in for the sack. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Just pure speed coming off the edge. And, I mean, you can't stop. There's no one that's going to be able to stop that. As he just shoots right around his man. Barely even got touched on that one. Just a quick little flick of the hands and bam, center back, perfect hit. That's how you want to sack a quarterback, getting to him in less than 3 seconds, and he did not see that one coming. And now a little later in the 2nd quarter, we do now have possession. The score is still 10-0 here, right at about the 3-minute mark. So it's been a little bit back and forth, but we have been able to hold their offense in check for the most part. So 2nd and 4 now after a 6-yard rush by Melvin Gordon off to the left side gets us down to the 26-yard line. 2 minutes, 20 seconds to go in the first half. Now Drew Lock in the shotgun formation, 4 wide. As he scans over the field, runs it out to the right. He's got no one and throws it away out of bounds. Ooh, smart play. We haven't always done that, so I got to give us credit whenever we actually do. Now 3rd and 4 from the 26-yard line. Lock is going to be in the shotgun once again. He's got a little clumped up on the right side. He's going to find, who's that, KJ Hamler. He's still fighting forward, but is going to be actually stopped. It looks like he's stopped short, 4th and inches. And we're going to just let this one drift to the 2-minute warning before we decide what we are going to do. Now it is a 10-0 lead, right? And, man, 13-0 is good, but we're only inches away, and I think our rushing game has been decent enough where, I'm willing to go for it. I think we can risk it. This is something that, even if we don't get it, we're on the 22-yard line, so we'd make them drive the field either way. So I think we're going to go for it on this one. Hand it to Cone up the middle. He's got the first down. 4th and inches, and we turn it into 1st and 10 as we are now inside the red zone, and the clock is continuing to tick away. Just under a minute and a half in this first half. Now Locke gets the snap. 1st and 10. Rolls out to the right side and throws that one away instead of taking the sack. Another smart maneuver. Locke has been thrown pretty decent today, as he does have 149 yards on the afternoon. No touchdown yet, but we're getting there. So now 2nd and 10, a minute 17 to go inside the red zone at the 19-yard line. Locke in the shotgun. We have 3 wide receivers, 1 tight end in the slot position. Locke gets the snap. He's going to scan over the field, rolls out to his right side. He's got an opening. He's going to take it. Drew Lock down the right sideline. Finally lowers his shoulder, gets pushed out at about the 3. 16 yards. Drew Lock putting it on himself to get there. They did have everybody covered, and Locke not known for his swift foot. You know, back at Missouri, I believe that's where he came from. Back in Missouri, he used to run semi-decent. So, I mean, you can't really fault him for it. They did have more of an option-style offense. So, you know, he's got some experience in that area. But, so 1st and 10 now, 1 minute remaining in the half. And it is a 1st and goal for us here at the 3-yard line. As we come out under center, Drew Lock scans over the field, fires it to Cortland Sutton. Touchdown, Denver. Welcome back, good sir. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Cortland Sutton with a mile-high leap after the touchdown extends our lead to 3 scores as we are going to make this thing 17-0 right here at the end of the half. That is a type of performance you need from a young man coming back off an injury, and you can't ask for more from him. Look at a one-handed catch back of the end zone, drags the 2 feet down while getting hit. Just beautiful performance overall by him. And so we will have the lead 17-0 at halftime. But we're going to advance a little bit into the 3rd quarter now, under 9 minutes remaining. Still 17-0 here in this ball game. And Indy with possession of the ball here, their first drive of the 2nd half, trying to put something up. They need some form of momentum. And after that incomplete pass, it's a little bit harder for them to get. So now 2nd and 10 from the Bronco 35-yard line. Winston gets set, gets the snap, scans over the field. As we have almost everybody covered up, but they kind of get us confused right there. T.Y. Hilton and the other man crossing paths, as Hilton will actually get the catch on that one and bring up a 1st down for the Colts at the 20-yard line, as they are now inside the red zone, and we are needing our defense to step up big. And so they hand it off to Aaron Jones off to the left side, and he's going to be brought down. After gaining about 4 yards, he's having I've said it before, I'll say it again, a pretty dang rough day at about 18 yards total on the afternoon. So 2nd and 6 now from the 16-yard line. Just over 8 minutes to go right now in the 3rd quarter in this one. So the clock is starting to tick, and there's still a lot of football left, don't get me wrong, but the clock is starting to tick. So now 2nd and 6 from under center, a little bit of razzle-dazzle as they try a little bit of trickeration, if you will. And that's not going to amount to much, about a 4-yard gain, as it is 3rd and 2 with the fake handoff on the end around, handed up to Aaron Jones just off the right center. So 3rd and 2 from the 12. Winston is going to be in the shotgun. 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and running back to his left side. Hands it to Jones up the middle. He's going to get hit. He's stopped. He did not get anything on that one, and that will bring up a 4th down and about 2 yards on this one. And, you know, the Colts are going to have to get points. So at this stage of the game, they are going to have to, I think, go for the field goal. You can't risk not getting anything, especially if we drive down and get some points. And if you look at that, they did go for the field goal. The score at this stage is 17-3. Now, we are on our next drive here. A little bit, we have taken a lot of time off the clock. We've been just pounding at home on them. So we're at about 2.5 minutes mark as we are now at the, looks like the Colts 31-yard line. Still pushing and driving forward, but making sure to take plenty of time off the clock as well. Now Locke is going to get set, drops back, fires it over. He's got KJ Hamler over the middle for the gain of about 6 yards when all we needed was 5, as we have a brand new set it down. So 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Drew Locke in the shotgun, 3 wide receivers, a tight end, and Gordon offset to his right side. Now Locke drops over the middle, fires it to Melvin Gordon, who's going to get hit and drop the pass at that same time. And that one will be incomplete, and the score is now 2nd and 10 here from the 25-yard line. So Drew Lock is going to be alone in the shotgun at this point. He's scanning over the field as he's got the snap, rolls out to his right side. Fires it a little late, and they're going to intercept that one. It's intercepted by the Colts, but we've got him wrapped up, and finally we'll bring him down. We did not let him escape, but you got to be kidding me. He just completely overthrew his man by about 10 yards. And so now the Colts are on the move. And we're here at the start of the 4th quarter. The Colts still remaining on that possession from the turnover as Winston gets one dropped off to T.Y. Hilton. Now, Hilton had to come back for that, so that is going to be a 2-yard loss, and A.J. Bouye makes the tackle on that. He's been playing pretty well against a guy of Hilton's talent, so you got to give him credit there for an old feller. And so now 2nd and 12. The Colts are on the Broncos side of the field at the 47-yard line as we still have about 14 and a half minutes remaining in this ball game. The score is still 17-3. They are trailing by 2 touchdowns. With Jameis Winston, 2nd and 12. Throws a quick snap after he got the ball. Pressure was kind of on him immediately, but he didn't really drop back all that far either. Didn't give himself to be inside the pocket. Everything just got kind of pushed back behind him, and so now we have a 3rd and 12. From the 47-yard line, Winston under center gets the snap. He stands back, and I don't know where he was throwing it. I mean, I know we had a guy that was kind of coming up on him, but I don't know why the hell he threw it 50 yards down the field when his furthest guy was 10 yards. Oh, well, questions that Madden will never be able to answer. And so we do take over possession after we force them to punt the ball on that one. And we're going to start driving back our own way. Now, if you look, they had the 3rd-ranked passing defense the 3rd-ranked defense in the league. And right now we're at about 317 yards on them in total. So we are kind of taking it to this defense, unlike they've seen all year. And there that Melvin Gordon's going to fumble that one away. And they're running it back. You've got to be kidding me. This linebacker broke 6 tackles. And thankfully he got tired out as Arcega-Whiteside saves the touchdown. You've got to be kidding. Melvin Gordon, he had fumble problems last week, and now he's having them this week. It's to the point, I don't even know. He's got some good moments, but I don't know if I'm going to want him in those big-time situations, especially when we're talking about playing in the Super Bowl. And so on the very next play from the 1st and goal, Winston finds his man as they get into the end zone, and now we're talking about a 1-score game. That is not what I like to see. Our offense has been fairly ineffective. We've had a couple big drives, right, but they've just ended stupidly. Just like that, the interception, now the fumble. It's not what you want to be doing, as the Colts do have pretty much all momentum at this point here at Mile High Stadium. And now on 1st and 10 on our ensuing drive as we are working our way down the field, we get a decent little pass off to our tight end. He's also coming off an injury and playing pretty decent here on this Sunday afternoon. And now from the 41-yard line of the Colts, 1st and 10 as we hand it off to Xavier Cone up the middle. I'm real reluctant to rush the ball with anybody but Cone right now. I think I am going to have to give Melvin Gordon at least one more shot. It's one of those you kind of have to do type of moments. He is a veteran. Cone is the rookie, so. But I don't really trust him. I'll say that much. So now 2nd and 5 from the Colt 36. We hand it off to Cone off the left side. He's got a big hole. Makes a man miss. Fighting forward all the way down to about the 23-yard line. As he has 82 rush yards on the day. And that is a pretty decent afternoon for that young man right there. 16 rushes, 82 yards. And so now 1st and 10 from the 23-yard line as we move ever closer to putting this game away. And I truly feel if we can get one more scored, a legit field goal or a touchdown, I'm pretty sure that'll basically kind of seal it up for us, I would think. But we're going to have to wait and see. There's still 8 minutes to go in this ballgame. So 1st and 10 here at the 23-yard line, trying to make something happen, trying to drive that nail into the coffin. Let's finish him off. Drew Lock is going to be under center, handed off to Cone again, who fights forward but is finally brought down after a gain of only about 2 yards on that one. And so now it's still 2nd and 8 here from the 21. Not quite in the red zone, but we are getting ever closer. 2nd and 8. Lock is in the shotgun this time as we have 3 wide receivers. And we hand it off to Melvin Gordon up the middle. He's going to be brought down. Thankfully, he didn't fumble after a gain of about 3 yards. And that brings up a 3rd and 5 as we are now in the red zone. here at the 18-yard line. And the Colts bringing some guys up as we go 5 wide. Drew Lock is all alone in the backfield. And it looks like the Colts are bringing some pressure, and they do bring a blitz. We got a man right in our face. We fire it, and that's going to be so badly thrown. They've got the interception. They're running down the field, and Drew Lock, thankfully, makes the tackle. Woodson jumps. He didn't even jump the damn route. Drew Lock, I mean, yeah, he was under pressure, but look how far back he threw it. And we weren't throwing it to Hamler, to be honest with you. There's a guy behind him. I think that was Sutton coming across. We were trying to throw it to him, and I don't know where Locke was truly throwing it. I know the button I hit, and that didn't go where I hit. So that's life at this stage. But on their ensuing drive, we're going to intercept it back from them. There's our defense. Justin Simmons making the play with the interception at the 3-yard line. Oh, my goodness. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. As we have got the turnover we were needing and to put our offense back on the field with 5.5 minutes to go. You know, this Colts team, they went for it on that pass, but just we made the play, and that's what we need from our defense. And on our very next drive, we hand it off to Cone, who comes off the left center there and picks up a good about 6 yards. He got hit right at the line of scrimmage, basically, and still took that lineman 6 yards backwards. So 2nd and 4, 9-yard line. And this is a point where we can start wasting some clock, right? That's kind of where we are in this game. Melvin Gordon right up the middle. Big-time hole. Melvin Gordon for a gain of 14 yards all the way to the 23-yard line as he's got 75 yards rushing on the day. This rushing attack, the 2 running backs, which I love using 2 running backs, but this rushing attack has really been something that's hard for the Colts defense to contain. And the rush defense has been one of their biggest keys to success all season. So picking them apart where we need to. Now 1st and 10, Xavier Cone up the middle. And that's only going to pick up about 4 yards on that one. And that brings us to a 2nd and 6 now at the 28-yard line. As we're continuing to take time off, the more we can run it and actually keep moving forward, the better we could try to just hammer this game out right now. That would be the ideal situation. So on 2nd and 6, Cone over to the left side. I cut back in. I figured somebody was going to be coming. Damn it, probably could have kept it to the left outside there and actually picked up the 1st down, but now we're stuck with a 3rd and 2. And we're going to be rushing it right up the middle. That left side of our offense has been just dominating, so we're going to continue hammering it down there. Xavier Cone through the hole up the middle, gets a gain of 13 yards as he's now over the century mark on the afternoon and gets us down to the 45-yard line as we are just under 3 minutes to go in this ballgame. And that was a big hole right there. I'm telling you, there's something to that left side. So we're going to get closer to the 2-minute warning, and I'm not sure when the Colts are going to start using their timeouts. But I do bring Gordon in to rush the ball because he is the veteran, and he's more likely to hold on to it. Except right there, he gets stripped of the goddamn ball. You got to be kidding me. Melvin Gordon, 2nd fumble on the afternoon from an easy strip play right out of his hands. And he fumbles it. Now the Colts, once again, we got momentum back on their side at the Bronco 47-yard line. Just over 2 minutes remaining in this one. 1st and 10 as Winston gets the snap. He's going to be hit big time. Bradley Chubb gets in there. But no, Devontae Holt goes down. That's not a man you want to lose right now. Holt has been playing excellent all season. Been a hell of a rookie. And he's going to be out at this point. So 2nd and 19, still just over 2 minutes to go thanks to the injury. And Winston is in the shotgun. And we got a man coming right up the middle. Cripps puts the pressure on. And Winston has to throw that one incomplete. And Holt's only got a bruised shoulder. Not horrible, but still. We have the lead. I got a plan for the Super Bowl. I'm going to keep holding him out, especially if we got guys like Chris that can bring in that type of pressure. Now 3rd and 19. They're going to go 4 wide. As we got some pressure coming off the edge from Chubb, but they find a man over the middle. He's going to be caught and tackled short of the line to gain. But there's 2 minutes to go. 1 score separates us. 4th and 8. We know they're going to go for it. It's just how are we going to cover it? I think if our line can get some of that pressure that we have been all game, we can just go with the basic type of more zone scheme right now, which is what we do. But they throw it quickly, and that's going to fall incomplete as we will stop them on that one. And that will put our offense back onto the field here with 1:57 seconds left. Now, the Colts do have all 3 timeouts, so that is not that great of a sign. But if we can just get a first down, we know they're going to call timeout after every play we run, right? But if we can just get that first down, that'll put us in position to make something to finish this game off and just kneel it on to victory and on to the Super Bowl. It's now 2nd and 8 here, 47 at the 47-yard line of our side of the field, of the Broncos side, as we are trying to finish off the Indianapolis Colts. Hand it to Cone up the left side, cuts middle. He's going to be brought down. I think he may have got there. I'm not exactly sure. It's going to be real close, though, as the Colts do call timeout. Let's see where they put us. 3rd and 1, 1 yard to gain, and that actually can work out a little bit better in our favor. If we can stop them, or if they can, if we can get past them and get this first down, game over. It's all on us. Hand it to Cone up the middle. There it is. First down, and that's it. We are now the AFC champions, ladies and gentlemen. We have done it. We went from a 5-11 team last season to 14-2 this season. Number 1 seed in the AFC, and now we're off to the Super Bowl. Complete, I can't say, I guess, domination over the Colts, considering we did only win 17-10. But still, look at that. More passing yards, 215 to their 159, 212 rushing yards to their 27. Downside is, look at those takeaways. The fumbles by Melvin Gordon. Drew Lock did throw a couple interceptions. That's been a problem, but we've been able to survive all season. And so that will send us off to Super Bowl 58, ladies and gentlemen. And while we are getting set up for that, I do want to remind y'all to hit the subscribe button if you have not already. And if you did like today's video, go ahead and hit that little thumbs up button, as it definitely helps out the channel, and we greatly appreciate everything that y'all do for us. And so with that in mind, I will see y'all in the next episode, Super Bowl 58, where we will be, and it will be a show to remember. But until then, everybody, stay safe, and, well, you guys know how it goes. Later, y'all.